think that you're faking, but seeing ain't believing. I know now. I take all your stupid, burn it as my fuel, yeah. Cause we're running out of time, so I'm gonna make it mine. The chosen one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I learned to crush obstruction, rush the barricades.
What up? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome everyone. If you don't know my name, it's Smjp, but everyone calls me Stam. That's kind of the English way of saying it, but my family call me Stamattina or Stam, so choose what you like to call me. I thought I would do a video of my go-to sort of look for daytime events. Like, this is something that I will do all the time when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but at the same time this is like a lot for some people, but for me this is my kind of daily sort of look that I would do if I'm wearing makeup. So I don't usually wear makeup much, but this is just like the kind of go-to I've been loving lately. These tones, the gloss, the lashes, just everything like this. This is just what I've been loving lately. So I thought I would do a tutorial on this one for you guys because you seem to really like it when I post photos on my Instagram. But yeah, if you want to see how I do this look all the damn time, then keep on watching. Alright, so I've already prepped my skin, moisturized and everything like that. So I'm going to start with primer, and I'm going to grab the Toucher Silk Canvas Primer. Oh, I dropped it. I have been obsessed with this for so long. I got a few samples of it and was trying it out for a while. My sample lasted like a good month. It was insane. And then I bought it and I'm in love with it. So we're gonna pop a little bit of this on. And I like to put this in my T-zone. So I'll pop a little bit on my forehead. Ooh, too much. A little bit on my nose. And just here where I have pores. And my chin, and then I will massage that in. That was probably way too much as well. I do not need that much, so I'm just gonna really work it in. You know, I'll be blatantly honest, like, I just did that for a really cool thumbnail for when I put it on Instagram. I scraped my nail into it. I just didn't realize I grabbed so much. So we're just gonna make it work by really massaging it in and really like letting my skin absorb it. Also, if my lashes look gross, it is because there is leftover lash glue from last night and I have tried so hard to get it off. It's just, yeah, like I love the Tarte lash glue, but it stays on in a monsoon. It's insane. And for foundation, I'm going to grab the Hourglass Vanish Foundation in the shade Beige, and I'm going to pop this on with my Vanish foundation brush when I can find it. So I'm going to pop a bit of this on the back of my hand. Okay, I just had to fiddle with my lighting again so I didn't look like a ghost, because I definitely did. Quite annoying, actually. Alright, and I'm just going to start buffing that in. I have actually been obsessed with this foundation. I liked the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. Like, I did like it, but I wouldn't say it was like my favorite. And then I tried this one and I was like, holy crap, this is like, I don't want to say better, but it is. Like, it's so good. It's like full coverage and it lasts really long. It actually works better just without any sort of primer. So it works like on skin a lot better, like just tends to sit better. I just find the Toucher Silk Canvas is like more skincare than primer. Like, I would put that in my skincare category, if you know what I mean. Like, try out your favorite primer with it and see how you go. I, yeah, recommend without a primer because it's designed to work like skin on skin. And for concealer, I'm gonna grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light. You guys know this is my ride or die. And I'm just gonna pop that under my eyes and the other areas I like to highlight. Start under the eyes. My mirror. It'll be so much better for you guys now. My mirror is like up higher because I was like down here looking at my mirror and I've put it on my tissue box. So that'll work a bit better. And I'm actually just going to use the same Vanish foundation brush to blend out the concealer because it fits so well under the eyes. And the residual product on there helps to blend it in. Oh, buddy. He doesn't like the puppy that's crying outside. No. If you hear that, that's Boss sobbing. Yep, that one there. Because the dog's barking across the road and he really doesn't like hearing it. It makes him feel very sad. And I'm just going to pop a bit of liquid highlight on. So I'm going to grab my Iconic London Illuminator Drops. This is in the original shade. And I'm just going to pop a little bit here on the top of my cheekbone and I bring it up. And then I'll do a little bit on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and the tip. And then my cupid's bow, and my chin. And I'm just going to use that same Vanish foundation brush again. I have just sort of wiped off as much of the excess foundation and concealer as I can. And then I'm just going to blend it in. How gorgeous is that? I die. I've been loving the liquid illuminators lately because I just find I'll still put like a powder highlight over the top, but it just looks so like lit from within, which is what I love. Like it looks like I'm naturally glowy, which I will be anyway because I'm quite oily, but I just sort of take one for the team and just accept that I'm gonna be shiny. Like I want to look like a Krispy Kreme donut, you know. And then I'm gonna set that in place with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder. This one is the Pound Cake shade, and I'm just going to use my BH Cosmetics No. 4 brush. You don't have to do the lid, but my eyelids crease. Like as you can see, it's already creasing, even though my Tarte concealer is the one concealer that does not crease on me, like one of the only ones, but my eyelids just crease like no tomorrow. Okay, and for bronzer, I'm going to grab the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I'm just going to pop that on with my Sigma tapered face brush because I don't really want to do like a contour or anything like that. I want to keep it nice and soft, so I like to do it just with a really small fluffy brush just to give a bit of warmth but not anything too structured. And I'm just going to start in the usual spots. I'm just patting in this area because I do have that one, thank God you can't see it anymore, that was that one giant like pimple breakout right there, and it literally feels like a horn on the side of my head. So just patting it is not going to move anything underneath. Just doing the usual areas. You guys see Boss down there? You see his little head? Hello. Hello. Do you want to come up? Do you guys want to see him?
Everyone wants to see you. Come here. On this side. Oh no, you stepped on it. Come here.
Come on. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Say hello, everybody. Come on, let's walk you this way. You go this way. Say hello, everybody. Oh, you're so tall. You're so tall. No, you cannot lick my makeup off. Look at you, you're so tall. Yeah. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. You're so sweet.
He wanted my attention to give him his toy, which is now chewing on. If you hear anything weird, any weird noises, it's Boss chewing on his toy. Anyway, going back to where we were using bronzer. And And for blush, I'm going to grab the Tarte blush. This one is in the shade Dazzled. And I'm going to pop this one on with my Luxie 660 brush. I'm going to put a really subtle layer of highlight over the top. So I'm just going to grab the Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Barley highlighter. And I'm just going to pop that over the top of where we put the liquid. But I don't want to put too much because this is hella pigmented. And I'm just using my Real Techniques setting powder brush. Because it's hella pigmented. And this one's a little bit more gold, which I love. It mixes really, really well with the Iconic London one because that's a little bit more champagne-y. A little bit more like white gold almost. So mixing together kind of makes a bit of like a champagne-y golden color. And for brows, I'm just going to grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This one is in the shade Medium Brown. And I'm just going to start filling in the brow hairs. But first, give them a comb through. I'll zoom you guys in. Do you guys want to see how I do my soap brow sort of look? Because I'm not doing it today, but I'm only not doing it right now because the soap that I use is in my freelance kit. So I think it's downstairs. So I'm just doing a really natural fluffy brow. But if you guys want to see how I do my soap brows, let me know in the comments below. And I'll do a soap brow tutorial. Right now I'm just doing little hair-like strokes, just building it up. Filling in the little gappy bits I've got. And keeping it super natural. And then I'll just brush through again. Just to make sure it's all soft and blended. Alright, and now I'm going to set that in place with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. I think this is soft brunette, soft brown. I don't know. It's been rubbed off, you guys. Yeah, you know. It's upsetting, but I think it may even be taupe, to be honest, because they're so insanely pigmented. I had to go super light with it. And I'm just combing it through. Giving a bit more fluff. Zhuzh. Alright, and for eyeshadow, I'm going to grab the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette and take it out of its packet first. And the first shade I'm going to grab is going to be the Burnt Orange shade right here on my Morphe M502 brush. Honestly, this look is so basic that it's like, it takes like 2 colors. And I'm literally just popping this all over my lid and then bringing it up through the crease and towards the brow. So I just keep blending forever, literally for ages. I'll just keep building it up and blending it out. And honestly, what I do, I have large eyes, so it doesn't always work for everyone. But for me, because I have quite big eyes, I literally just go under with the fluffy brush and just blend it. Like, I'll even close my eye and just blend and just keep blending, like almost do like circular like. But if you have sort of small eyes, it might be a bit hard and you might feel like you go too low. So if that's the case, then you can definitely just get a small brush. Like, you can get like this brush from Sigma. This is the eye shading brush. It's fluffy and flat at the same time, so it's really good to get underneath and blend under there. But I just, when I'm doing such a, I guess, basic makeup look for myself, I will literally just try and make it as easy as possible so I can get it under there. And I like it super like blended, super low, bringing it really out to the corner. Like, there's not much product left on the brush and it is a transition shade, so you can go hard with it. Like, it's not really dark, so that's what's gonna get the best blending ever with it. Like, I'm literally going to town with this, but there's not much product left on the brush. So it just looks super blended. Like that's just the key, is keep blending and blending, and don't get too afraid of bringing that color all the way out, like to here, as long as you're being super soft with it and just slowly building it up. I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Just tap off all the excess off your brush first. Brushes like this are my favorite. They are super fluffy, they're not too dense, they're huge, and it's just like my key to everything. I used to be so scared of brushes like this, thinking, oh my god, it's too big for my eye. And then I just discovered the power of just going to town with a really soft hand and a soft color. Because that's what's gonna get you that epic blend. So that is all blended, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the shade Sienna, right here, one of my favorite ABH shades, and mix it with a tiny bit of mulberry, like teeny tiny amount, and I'm just gonna use my Sigma Diffuse crease brush and really tap off the excess. And what I'm doing is popping this on the lid first, building up the color to how I want it, then slightly bringing it up. And once I'm sort of happy with that, I'm going to start blending it into the crease and up and out, pretty much doing the same thing I did before, really focusing it in the crease, and then I will bring it underneath. And same on the other side. Okay, and once that's sort of built up to the color I want, I'm gonna grab that first Morphe brush and I am just gonna keep blending. I haven't picked up any more color. I'm just using this to make sure it's super seamless and has like that perfect fade out. No sort of harsh lines or harsh bits of color. So that is pretty much all the eyeshadow done, and now I'm just gonna tight line. So I'm just gonna grab my Tarte Man Eater eyeliner and I'm just gonna tight line. Ow. You guys know I tight line with every single eyeshadow look. Every time I'm wearing makeup, I will tight line regardless. And for mascara, I'm gonna grab my Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara and I'm just gonna pop that on before I put on lashes. Alright, and for lashes, I wanna do something pretty natural. So I'm gonna go, well, natural for me anyway. I'm gonna go with the Tatty lashes. These are number TL16 and I'm just gonna pop them on really quickly off camera. Alright, and that is the lashes on. I'm gonna let them dry and I'm gonna do my lips now. So I'm gonna zoom you guys back out, maybe in a little bit. And I am gonna grab the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Honey, and then I'm gonna pop the ABH gloss over the top, which is in the shade Freya, which is so beautiful. I used to hate the idea of glosses, let alone a like shimmery, glittery gloss, but I'm obsessed with this now. So, pop the lipstick on first. This is such a monochromatic look right now. And I am just gonna set with my Ride or Die setting spray the Touch of Satin Skin Mist. Give her a good shake. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna sit here and do a giant outro like I always do. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up as well. And if you want to see like the soap brows, or if you want to see any other tutorials, definitely pop that down below and I will do that for you guys. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!